Medical Center Awatage, Ukrainian Center for Shockwave Therapy. We're proud of our experience, high effectiveness of our services and thousands of thankful patients. The founders of the center are physicians with more than 7 years of experience in RSWT. There are just a few companies worldwide that not only produce equipment for shockwave therapy, but also have their own research institutes in RSWT. One among them is Storz Medical, which covers 60% of the world market. The experience of Awatage doctors is successfully used not only in Ukraine, but also abroad. We are the only one in Ukraine to be in close cooperation with Storz Medical. For the last 20 years, shockwave therapy made a significant step in development and covered main medical fields. We apply shockwave therapy in treatment of plantar fasciitis, shoulder pain, back pain, osteochondrosis, joint contractures, sport traumas, non-healing fractures, trophic ulcers, and syndrome of diabetic foot. In urology, shockwave therapy is successfully used to treat prostatitis, solving the problem without additional physiotherapeutic procedures and drugs. Acoustic waves influence the softening of fibrosis, generation of the new blood vessels, production of collagen and hyaluronic acid that is an important factor in treatment of arthrosis, facial wrinkles, skin tightening and reduction of cellulite. Yesterday, treatment of our Olympic champions was required for long-lasting rehabilitation and recovery. Thanks to shockwave therapy, we can really accelerate this process, as RSWT can improve regeneration of tissue, reduce inflammations and relieve the pain syndrome. It helps us to recover the best condition of sportsmen faster. Some years ago, the diagnosis non-healing bone fracture was like a verdict to become a disabled person. Only after 3 shockwave therapy treatments, our patients noticed osteotilis until the end of the treatment series. They had lost their crutches. Speaking about professional sport, I'm a professional gymnast. I make appointments at Awatage regularly. It helps a lot to relax muscles and ligaments. It's like a revitalization procedure, because after RSWT my muscles recover twice as fast. I had a trauma during a sport contest. It was a heel bone fracture. I underwent many procedures without satisfying results. After 6-7 procedures on the heel with shockwaves, I was totally recovered. Some of my colleagues from the national team also had RSWT treatments with me. All of them were satisfied with the results and nice therapy sessions. Some Ukrainian clinics, also in Kyiv, buy cheap equipment for RSWT because of economic reasons. Accordingly, the quality of the offered services is too low, the health of the patient is affected, and the treatment method is compromised. One of the wearing parts of the RSWT unit is a projectile, which has a certain lifespan and limited quantity of shocks. When the lifespan exceeds, the projectile can deform, which influences the quality of shocks, generation of acoustic waves, and the effectiveness of the treatment. The trick of many clinics in Kyiv is that worn-out projectiles are further being used for treatment and to generate a profit for the clinics at the expense of the patient's health. Unfortunately, it is pretty difficult to find cheaters without specialist as a patient. Our goal is to promote the method of shockwave therapy as real alternative to surgeries and medicines. Correct application of shockwave therapy is a guarantee for quick recovery.